the podcast you don't know you need it. I am your host, Balisa Ramaluda God, and who's God? Jesus is God. Before we go anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know a couple of things. So we are shooting live from the Cotton Fest Exchange in Bram, for space, and just a little shout out to the amazing, powerful production team. Recipe for success. So if you need any services from them, they provide production services from editing, content creation, what else? Digital marketing, the list goes on. So their information will be down below in the description. If you need any more, just hit them up. So now, our guest, our powerful guest, let me give you a young intro, just to balance and so you know about our powerful person, okay? So now, our guest is a multidisciplinary artist from Pietermaritzburg, now based in Johannesburg. She's currently pursuing her honors degree at Wits, having majored in design studies and musical theatre in 2024. During her 4 years at Wits, she has been exposed to opportunities that have allowed her to showcase her gifts and talents. By profession, she's a production designer, theatre practitioner, film actress, singer, songwriter, and emerging creative director. Her work blends the romantics of a Zulu culture with explorations of the unknown and self-discovery. Upcoming projects inside music releases and visual projects with her lead single, Wabina Pe, Mina, Nawe, Angel Pakafet, featuring Tanto, Yamashubi, and Drizzy said, the list is going, guys, okay? And the single is set to drop on the 30th of May, okay? She is a versatile artist known for her contribution in the creative space, behind the scenes and in front of the camera, as she follows a passion in music. Gunning, okay? She's coming for her spot in the Amapiano and Afro house space. Give it up for Guguletu Ntombenhle
Hey.
Hi, Ntombenhle unjani?
Ngiyaphila, how are you?
It's so good to have you here.
I lebucha you.
Wangileboga.
Hey, okay,
That was
lebucha.
powerful. Do you know you're powerful? Bengakhona nokuphefumula phela mase ngithi am I done? How does it feel to have like so much under your belt at this point? And kana usa.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what? It's by God's grace that we are given everything that we are given, and it's by God's grace who sustains us. If I were to say how I feel outside of God's grace, I would feel overwhelmed. But within God's grace, I feel favored, highly favored, to be able to do the things that I do and to be able to do them with passion. I'm really grateful to God that I can say I have so many things under my belt, to even have a belt, to have opportunities.
To have a belt in this.
To even if have a belt, to be able to be in Joburg and say I'm pursuing my dreams. Yeah, it's courage, I won't lie. It comes with a lot, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
The name behind Ntombenhle, because that is your stage name.
Yes.
What is the story behind Ntombenhle? Because a lot of people that get into the space,
Yeah.
you know, there's a backstory behind his stage name, Sabo. So what is yours?
Sure, we've come a long way with the stage name, hey? Hey.
Ntombenhle.
I come from far. You know, there was once, I was young. I once named myself Saji because I'm a Sagittarius.
I remember, yeah. Okay.
No, we don't talk about it. But to be honest, Ntombenhle is my name, my second name given to me by my mother. The first one was given to me by my sister, but Ntombenhle was given to me by my mother before she passed on. And to be honest, that name, I hated it my whole life with a passion. I hated it because I grew up being picked a lot about how I looked physically, like my physical appearance was a topic. I was that kid who was very sporty from a young age. So I wasn't curvy at 16. I was straight as a stick. You know, I had muscles. I was an athlete. You know, so I really, when someone was like, Ntombenhle, I was just like, take that name away, shut it down.
You you weren't living up to your name at the time?
At that time, I couldn't see it. I really couldn't see it. Like even telling myself, "Oh no, Skat, you're pretty." It's something that I learned in varsity, how to tell myself I'm pretty and to accept it and see myself in that light. So Ntombenhle is paying respects to my mother, using that name. I wanted to honor her, but also honor myself and find myself. So for me, it's personal, it's deep,
It's not just...
I'm reclaiming my name for myself. I could have gone for another stage name, would have found something creative, but something said, it's about time you take yourself seriously and take that name, walk in that light. Because one thing about our names, I can't speak for many other tribes, but I know for a fact within the Nguni tribes, our names speak a lot about who we are. They describe our destiny. You live up to that name at some point in your life. If you are Vusumuzi, Vusumuzi Wagini. If you are Ntombenhle, you bring hope to a lot of people. So I believe that Ntombenhle would bring back that beauty, not just physically, but in my life and in the lives of those I touch. So, yeah, that's the backstory behind Ntombenhle. It's a reclamation. Yep. Yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Sasi, ungene musicini manje.
Sure.
In the volatile industry.
Sure.
That is testing, okay? So I want to know, how has the music industry been treating you so far?
It's been a few curves. I think I'm really appreciative of the fact that I started music in school, in choirs, and in high school. I think if not grade 7, grade 8, I joined the worship team at church. So I had that background, that backing, that foundation, and I won't lie, something that is based in pursuing things of the kingdom gives you confidence. So coming into the space, I was confident in that I would make it because I was confident in the voice that God gave me, and I was confident in the fact that I've served with this voice. This voice has done something beyond just be pretty and, follow. There's power behind it. It's backed by something, So coming into the space, I was a little bit scared, I won't lie, because also I came at a time where I was not expecting to come in this year. It literally was this year. And, they say... So, January, February, March, sure!
We're living the same lives, né?
Yeah! January, February, March, I think God put me in a place where He said, I'm testing you for the last time. And it wasn't easy. I'm testing you for the last time. Because 2024 was hard, So coming into 2025, I thought, I've made my New Year's resolutions. I know what to look out for. This year, I'm going to go in with a bang and I'm going to make things right. January, February, March said, all right. You said you're going to do it. Show me. And it wasn't even by actions, it was by patience. I was living with friends at the time. We were I was with my homies at the time, and I thought life wasn't working out. Nesfas wasn't working out. I wasn't finding res. I came to Joburg for a job. Halfway the job, it's no longer there. They're not calling us back. I was stuck. I had no money every day, but every day I went to bed having eaten something because God is God. God is God. For 3 months I had no money. I had nothing. I was just like, God, what is happening? And funny enough, December, I remember there was a time, December, I said to God, I want to fix this thing you and I have because it's been deep before. I know us. I know us. I know where we can get to. I know how good it can get with me and you, I know where you can take me. I know us. I know us. I want to do it. I need a Bible. Get me a Bible. If you can get me a Bible. Next thing, I'm there at home going through old books. And God says,
no.
There's that thing. They open the plastic. I open the plastic and I find a Bible. It belonged to, I guess I can call him stepfather, my aunt's husband, and he died in 2010. I think he's the one man in my life I can say I knew love from, a man from. So finding that Bible from that person and that figure, I was just like, God, what is this? Bengayazi, and it was discarded there. Probably kuzolahlwa soon. You know that thing, people are just
Bafakile.
abhakile bazolahla, and God was like, take that Bible. And since then, that Bible sustained me in those 3 months. I was down and out every day, but God would say, read, 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 read. I'm building you. Read, 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 read. So in that space, I was there with my boys, and then next thing, wow, one of the friends of my friends is there, because it was like a studio vibe. They had their own material equipment there, and I wasn't interested in making music.
Why?
At that time, I was just like, I don't care about anything, I don't care as long as I can eat, wake up, and something
who
works
am I?
out. Like something, I really didn't care. And next thing, one of my friends came in there, and they were like, kuyacula, and he was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, yeah. Another thing when people are like, can you act? Cry for me.
Make me laugh. The comedian make me laugh. You have to see on the spot.
I had to. And he played something, and they were like, write something here. We're going to give you I think they gave me about 10, 15 minutes. I was like, sure, okay, sharp. I grabbed my book. I wrote something. I recorded. He was like, sharp, you signed. That was God. That was God. That was God.
You didn't.
That was God. That was God. And little to my knowledge did I know how powerful in the industry. Is powerful, and God will bring you your people. God will bring you your sources, your resources. Very intentional. And those 3 months started to make sense. Everything started to make sense, because if I wasn't in that house, if those guys didn't have those equipments, if they didn't say go sing, I wouldn't be here, doing the things that I'm doing now. So yeah, I dragged the story, but I had to, so it would make sense. That's how I got in the industry, and since then, I won't lie, it wasn't easy, because now I had to go start recording with people. You're meeting famous people you see on TV. Ha!
Hey, kulum.
I get it, guys. Am I allowed to?
Kulum anje.
Guys, we need to pray for celebrities to not just be kind on screen, but also behind. Because there are people like us that God is bringing into the industry that need to be taken care of, that don't know this thing.
Help.
We need help. We don't need your judgment just because you're already there. I was with famous people. I remember one famous woman. Gosh, it wasn't easy. The things she said, I said, no way, I loved you on screen. I loved you.
To you, she said to you.
There are things she said while I was recording that shut my spirit down, yes. And I was just like, it must be the alcohol, surely. Surely.
Mara angithi bathi alcohol ikhipha
Iqiniso.
iqiniso wena
Yeah.
wena.
Yeah. So nje,
Wow.
yeah, the industry needs prayers, man. For people to be honest in front of the screen and outside of it, because yeah, it's not everybody who will keep your name like me secret. Some people will put it out there. Even if I'm not known, someone will put it out there. And some people will say, yes, Nyamaz Nambelunji.
And then it's gonna be a thing of
Yes. And then within the people I was staying with, I won't even say him also, but there was this one person who was like, I know the industry, I've been in the industry for so long. Wow, I've worked with wow. Every time I would record, he'd find a way to bring me down. Like every song that I've recorded, I say it's God's mercy, because there's been an attack every time I try to record. I'll record, next thing he's tired, he wants to sleep, next thing the machine is doing blocking energy. So I won't lie, it hasn't been easy, but I was at church last week, and they said anything obtained through the fear of the Lord is eternal. It's eternal and can't be shaken down by anyone who tries anything. And also they say, man, the dog doesn't bark if the car isn't moving. So the car is moving. The car, it's moving. It's moving.
On that note, I don't know, as a fellow Christian, how do you remain Ntombenhle in such an industry, with so many pressures, with so many pretends, so many imposters, so much imposter syndrome, and let's be frank, it's a demonic industry. Let's not even lie, it's a demonic industry. So how do you stay Ntombenhle as a Christian in this industry that's tough?
I won't lie. Coming into the space and coming into the industry and realizing what it actually is. And I haven't even seen most of it. I've seen what I have seen. So far, I haven't seen what there is to see. There's so much more to see, that I know for a fact. But there was one thing God said to me. He said, if you're going to walk with me, you're going to have to walk like me. You're going to have to walk like me. If you want to walk with me, you're going to have to walk like me. 27 April, Freedom Day, God said, give your life to me again. Put down your devices. If you want me to take you, you're going to have to sacrifice yourself. You're going to have to sacrifice your habits, because you're not going to do it alone.
You can't.
You're not going to do it with your might. You're going to drink your problems away. You're going to smoke them away, probably because you found comfort in these things. And once it gets tough, you're going to want more of it. Go back and depending on it. So, short answer to that question, I had to give everything back to God and say, God, I have no clue where you're taking me, but I have a clue that you will take me. So I'm giving it all to you, and I want you to direct my steps. Every step that I take, I want you to ordain it. I want you to protect me. If I see rejection, you are redirecting me. Like, I'm in such a peaceful place because I'm so content.
I can feel it.
Yeah, like past me would have been freaking out by now at how things are delaying. Like, the song was supposed to come out beginning of the month, this month. It didn't. Past me would have freaked out. It would have said, yo, but people are waiting now. I don't care. People are waiting. Not that I don't care, but I don't see myself putting pressure. It's coming. God's time. It's coming. When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. So I'm in a much more content place because I said, God, take the wheel. I'm still going to be in the passenger princess seat, but take the wheel. You drive. I'm going to be the passenger princess. But he said, before you get into my car, I need you to dust those feet. I would, a little bit. So yeah, I don't know how the industry is going to shape me. I don't even know if the industry is going to shape me or if it's God who's going to shape me within the industry. But I know for a fact that I'm protected because I decided to say, God, I'm giving it all back to you. I'm recommitting my life to you. I'm renewing my vows with you. You know. When God says, I know your past, present, and future, you know. You know. He has gone before me. He really has. He planned this. The fact that I entered through that door means he knows what rooms I need to enter. He knows everything. So if I try to depend on it myself, it won't happen. It will not happen. So honestly, I don't know what I could even say outside of that. It's God who's going to direct me. It's God who's going to keep me as myself when things are happening within the industry. I don't know what is going to happen. I hope for good things to happen only. If anything bad happens, I'm still going to give it to God. So yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Before I even continue, please remain like this. Because I think also as Christians, we lose sight. No, we lose sight.
Yeah.
This industry, I think even for me, there was a point where I was like, I should have gone into corporates. I should have, because I'm just like, music, fashion, everything about it is just like, and even when you proclaim Jesus as God, it's shunned upon. It's like,
already your doors get less and less. They close.
Just keep quiet about Jesus and give you the opportunity.
Yes.
But it's like, I think it's beautiful to see, and especially people, youth, you know, Sabangane, and we're not ashamed to say Jesus is God, and it's very beautiful to see. So, we keep to on.
God,
so now, you were part of choir again.
Yes.
Musical theatre.
Yes.
Now, amapiano and Afro House because amapiano is okay, it's booming, it's blowing, it's taking over, but how did Ntombenhle now come into amapiano specifically and Afro House?
We'll take it back to that is the sound they work with, 3-step, amapiano. For me, my people know though now that I'm more soulful, because when they did approach me and say, what do you sing? I said this, and they were like, okay, let's put you on a few beats. And see which one works. So we will test other waters, and I will say piano, but not the broader term. Yes, there will be times where I dabble here and there, because every person as an artist, you must be able to stretch yourself, try out new things until you find that one thing. But I know for a fact that whatever music I do, my people now know that if it has an element of soul, put her in there. It's gonna work. If it has soul in it, something that sounds soulful, she's going to be able to execute. They tried to put me in Skompo. I said, aye, aye. Charisma.
I'm like, and then you said no.
My brain even said no. Gosh, I felt so bad, because this artist came with their manager. He said, Suku, they are waking me up. Time I've been recording the whole day. They wake me up, they say, someone's here to record with you.
Yes, bitch.
I felt online. Yeah, those months. They were like, say, someone's here to record with you. They're like, sure, we like this song. He recorded to the other song. Still gonna come. It's coming. And they're like, we like this song. I love it. Let me record it. He recorded. I said that, listen. And we were all like, hit. It's gonna be hit. It's not me now. We were like, it's gonna be a hit. They played the next song. We're like, right, go. I said it. Hi guys.
And it's
Hi guys. Hi guys.
If we are feel.
Hey, they set an hour there with me trying to write. And mind you, when I was given a beat, I would write within 10, 15. An hour finished, I said, guys, I can't. Thinking.
How can I hide? And it's okay. But then they had to, did they have a problem, or they just were like, no, it's fine, we get it?
I honestly think they did have a problem, but they weren't too vocal about it. And honestly, I didn't understand at the time that this is how the industry works. People will come and they're sacrificing their time and whatnot. But also, I was just shocked at how guys are. It's like you're taking me to Maskandi now.
Okay. So, spoony taste. Now I'm gonna put you on the spot. Yes. In line from Ingoma Yak. Just I get always ready. Always.
How much am I getting paid? How much? I need to talk to my manager. How much?
Yes, who chase on
Hello. Fine. All right. Which way do I sing? Which one? Which is this one?
3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Bakala nyonini ugupisonini watu laba usonini mangikulega kuwe utando lunje. You said one line. I think that was.
Okay.
Kanti ngoma. I pre-save. I pre-save. In 5 days. We got 8 days actually. 8 days. Yeah, you know that.
What is it about Mina now?
Sure.
And the story behind it.
Sure. Okay, I'll try to be brief every time. It's my favorite question. It's my favorite question.
Also, that was so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yes.
Power.
It's powerful. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I say thank you. I say I'm love it.
I'm thankful. Okay.
Sure. Minanawe number one is an awareness of toxic relationships. It's more about a romantic relationship, but you can see it in any relationship. A relationship you have with family, friends, acquaintances.
Romantic.
I mean, it is romantic in the writing of the song, but whenever I'm said to speak about it, I'd like to expand the meaning of the song and the barriers, of it. Not everybody can relate to it, but I know a lot of us can relate to it, especially being in South Africa, the country that's leading in GBV and such and such and such. And I will say something very controversial, but also, if you know, you know. If you've been there, you've been there, and you understand where I'm coming from. GBV doesn't start in the streets with a boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. It starts at home. Starts at home. What our parents teach our brothers, the conditional love we're given as daughters, For me, even now, it paints a picture of this toxic relationship that I can definitely say I've experienced a lot of. In fact, all, if not most. Yeah, all of my relationships have been toxic. They've been toxic, and I'd never see the toxicity until we are inside.
Oh, kind of
Masasi Pagati, then people start being who they are, and I'm just like, hey, I don't know this version of you. And people are just like, well, you're gonna have to roll with it. This is where we are now. And I can only blame myself, yes.
Is it because then I'm assuming that you stay because I'm like...
Yeah, because I stay because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, but I know who you were. I know you. I didn't start with you. So surely you're going to go back to who you were. Yeah. So for me, I grew up in a home where I was expected to be a good child. I was expected to excel. And because I did, because I thrived in excelling as a kid. And it's not because they would say, we are expecting you to be okay, but the claps would be softer if I didn't excel as much. You know, the attention would be lower if I didn't excel as much. So I felt as a kid growing up, I had to be good. I couldn't even... I'll tell you to this day, I've never been out with friends in school. I don't know what it's like to go out with friends or go to a social or go out for a picnic or go buy ice cream with friends. I wasn't allowed to. Like, those things weren't...
It was like you had to excel.
I had to focus on school. It was either school, church, or home. Only. If I asked to go out, it would be a thing of, but money this, things that the people who came after me, the children who came after me, were given. So for me, it was like a...
Why didn't I?
But everything happens for a reason, man. For a reason. It honestly happens for a reason. And I believe that reason God is unveiling it day by day. And soon I will fully understand it. For now, I kind of understand it, but soon I will. But I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. And
Can I ask on that note, because I know a lot of children maybe that are kind of restricted, you know, especially with having a social life. Did you come to varsity and you're like, yeah, now I have the freedom, I'm gonna live my life, or you were like...
Funny enough, I was strict on myself. But there was a part of me that said, do it. No one's here to control you. But every time I did it, I'd feel bad. Something in me would be like, But I understand it. It's because I didn't allow myself to be a child. I wasn't allowed to be a child. And so it was still there. That piece of me that had to do things good even if no one was watching was still there. But I did allow myself here and there, but also at the same time, knowing that I prefer to not do those things. Because at some point it became a preference.
Yeah.
Even though it was, it became an expectation on myself, very true. So to some degree, I allowed myself to do things. But I'd look at my wallet and be like, sure, one night, 500. Now I understand why at home they say money, even though it's not really that correlation, but I'd be like, sure, you know, or things would happen, and sometimes it was just Holy Spirit driven. Sometimes God would say, don't go, and I'd go, and I'd come back. You know, the first time I went out, I lost a phone. And something in me kept saying, don't go. But because I can do it, no one is watching me. Here I go. They say, Melville, it's dangerous, be careful.
Let's go. Phone, go.
Can I tell you, I had that phone in my bag. Before I went into the club, I say, phone is switch off.
Oh.
I put in the bag I close, I make it face me. Whole night, but I get to rest, no phone. I said, no way.
And the bag wasn't
I said,
like,
no
it
way.
wasn't a cut, the zip wasn't open.
It was one of those, you had to unclock it to open. Or the people I got close to, I don't know how. And I'd manage because I know for a fact when I go out, I don't like to be beyond drunk. I don't. I never used to like being bored. I like to be manageable, Timsby, you know, just have fun, but also, because, you know, the child in me that's like, we shouldn't be here, it's still watching for me, you know. So, yeah. What was the question?
What was the question? We even went. After house and then went to Inovo, and then
We'll come back.
It's okay. But then I want to know, having a theatre background, how do you think, you know, the experience you've had at theatre, how do you think you apply that to music?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the theatre aspect of it, but what theatre did to me and my confidence. I will say, growing up, even though I was a controlled kid, I was very confident. I was very confident. So theatre strengthened my confidence. Also, having had a background in theatre in high school, because for the first time in high school, in primary school, classes were 500 lesson. Yeah. You see white schools, guys.
Okay.
I'll end it there. I'll end it there. So coming to high school, when I saw that drama is a lesson and you don't have to pay, I said, what?
Yeah,
I'm coming.
Lokele.
I say I'm diving. I dove in and I excelled and it was amazing. I enjoyed every part of it. And so when I had to decide what am I doing with my life, I said, it's theatre still. But a part of me loves film, my own life. Sure. Wits. You know, working with film students made me realize, yeah, that's what I love to. Because even applying to Wits, I wanted to apply for screen acting, only to find out that film was production and not.
No song.
Sure. I was so mad.
And then I'm textbooks.
I was so mad.
Real.
I was so mad. So I was like, I bet we're going to go to theatre, we're going to go to drama, we're going to strengthen this. So I think musically, taking that and taking musical theatre, it helped me strengthen my confidence for, I think I'm ready for live performances. I won't even lie. I'm never scared to perform live. I am never. Like, that's one thing. I already sang, but tongue.
Don't worry.
So yeah, I think if anything, it has trained me in saying I'm ready. Because now I know how long choreo takes and how fast choreo should take and what is expected for a performance. Audience, how do you engage? How do you take up space? So I think it's prepared me. If anything, I don't know how much I've gained or what exactly I've gained, but it has prepared me. I'm ready for those performances. If anything, bring one tomorrow.
Now.
With payment.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't know what. So then, I'm sure you've had to deal with contracts there and any other, legal related elements of creating music. Do you wanna give us more information about that? What should I prioritize legally as maybe a person who's coming into the music industry? What must I know? I must have this ready. If this is not spoken about, legal wise,
Okay, number one, pray.
Okay.
Pray. These documents, they are hidden with such deep English, fine detailed English. And for me, it was my first time dealing with such. We can't all afford lawyers and what to read. So my lawyer is God. I said, I will pray. If there are things that I don't understand, ask. God will show you. And then also use your rights. You have a right to take your time.
Don't feel pressured.
Don't feel pressured. When they say it's a week, say I would like 2 weeks, because at the end of the day, it's your signature going on.
And it's your life.
It's your life.
It's your life.
And for me, I'm grateful that God gave me someone who understands that, and someone who's actually taking me step by step, who's saying, I'm giving you the time. I'm not going to tell you. He says, whenever you are ready, come sign it. And recently, we were signing something, and I wrote him a message, and he was like, I'm calling you right now. Ask me everything, anything. Ask me right now so I can explain it to you. If you want to understand, ask me now. We were on a call, and I don't know what he was doing, but he was multitasking. But he said, I'm here. I'm not gonna read this. I want you to ask me so that you understand. So you don't just do. So take your time. Pray over these documents. Ask every tiny thing you don't understand. Even if it's tiresome, it's tedious, it's for your own good.
But then if it happens to be you're asking, and the person you're asking maybe is making you feel bad, you're pressurized. Do it now. You're hungry. I'm putting you up.
Do you know that TikTok song?
What answer you must do? Would you advise a younger Ntombenhle to leave the opportunity or?
I say anything that comes with panic and rush and haste, and it makes you uncomfortable, it's not from God. It's not for you. It's to use you. It's gonna use you.
Exploit you.
It's going to exploit you. So either you will accept being exploited because maybe you like the T's and C's of what comes with it, but no, there's going to be a cost at the end of it. But also, I haven't dealt with such. Maybe it's going to come in the future and I'll have different advice. But, man, if it comes with hurry, haste, do it now. If foresee, yeah, there's better waiting. There's always better. Even though it might not come now, but there's always better. Sure, I forgot what I wanted to say. Sure.
Legal. Contracts.
Legal. Balekile jo.
But right.
Ibalekile jo.
Ufuna ukwazi i-design ifike kuphi?
Oh.
I-design. Angithi manje
Yes.
music isesiyenze i-film
Yes.
i-design ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi uyayithanda but
Yes.
so
So,
also sorry.
yes.
Where does design fit in all of this?
yes.
Yes.
So, growing up, I was never allowed to go out, remember? So,
Yes.
I'd always be in my room either reading, writing, listening to music, or drawing, or doing something. In high school, I did drama and I did visual arts. And then when I came to this, they were like, major. I said, put me in there.
Design.
Because another thing, guys, I've always known deep down in my heart that I'm going to make it. I might have not made it as far as I know I'm going to make it, but I've always known as a kid that if I'm going to be trapped indoors, that means I'm going to be outdoors one day, and I'm going to be outdoors in the world, taking over the world. So I've always been building up my image as a kid. Like even when I dress up, even if, because also I grew up being given hand-me-downs. I used to wear a lot of second-hand clothes, but I would pick them out and be like, that one is not my style. That one is my style.
You were like,
That one is not. To a point where thrifting for me is not just about buying cheap clothes. It's about looking for that one item that I know no one in the world can ever have. So it's always been a thing that's there, and I've always known. Even though I will have a team of people dressing me, I want my own image. I wanna come as particular. But it wasn't just about like clothes design. I've always loved what I look at, the spaces I live in. My res room, people would always come and be like, "Are you at res? Are you sure you're at res?"
Your cutlery and the things
Yes.
you get time on plastic bowl
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. For me, I think it brings me peace. Most of those, I don't. Maybe I don't have another reason, but pretty things bring me peace.
make you happy.
They make me happy. Knowing that makes me happy. I like nice things. I won't lie. I love nice things. As much as I can eat from a plastic bowl, I don't prefer it. If ngamane ngidli parish for inyanga yonke for that one bowl, from that heavy bowl that cost me 250, I would rather. I love nice things, and angizozncishwa because ngikhule ngincishwa, so why ngizncishwe me? If I can do it for myself, I don't know, man. I think I have an eye for pretty things. I love pretty things. I love them. They bring me peace more than anything. It's not just about the aesthetic of them. Even if people don't see them, if I go back home and I look at my room and I'm like, sure,
Damn, girl,
I can rest here. I can rest here. I feel like I can pay for this room, you
Because
know?
your space also affects so much.
It really
as a
does.
creative,
It
especially.
really does.
Literally, that's
I
your
cannot
place.
thrive in a place that's not me or that doesn't scream peace and beauty. I can't thrive. I struggle.
Can't be.
I struggle. I struggle. Like ngiyahlanya. Living with boys 3 months. Bengihlanya.
Bongekho right.
Bengihlanya, guys. Bengihlanya.
Yo,
Because
and
like
you're trying to
you wanna keep the space a certain way, but now it's men all over. You're just like yo.
But
So,
it had to happen.
it had
And,
to
you know,
happen.
it's beautiful. It
Yeah.
had to happen. So now I want to know, Munya, you're doing all these things, you know, professionally. How do you ensure sustainability throughout all the different professions?
One at a time. I think that's something God is teaching me.
But is that like easy? Like is it?
It's not easy, and also it depends on timing. Sometimes you're not doing any of them. You feel like you're losing it. I felt like I was losing it at some point when none of it was working. But here's another thing also. If you build, I'll say your portfolio, but if you try your best to do something, keep it, or show people. Also show people the things you do. Because somewhere down the line, someone will
Someone's
remember.
looking,
Someone,
someone's watching.
when you are not wanting to do design, next someone is like, yo, I want you to design for my. I saw in 2021 you designed for this. Wow.
Unless it's you are like,
You were like, hey,
you forgot about it.
there's a recent design project someone wanted me to do, and they were like, come design for us, and I had to tell them, actually, I can't do this anymore. because I need to focus on my music. But they were speaking from a sense of, we've seen who you've worked with, come work with us now. And I had to say no. Because also sustainability is making sure you don't overwhelm yourself.
And I think that's something we struggle. I personally struggle a lot.
I struggled with that too.
I want to do everything now.
Now.
And the thing is also, I think, because we have timelines for ourselves.
Yeah.
We have goals that by this time
yes.
we must have. Also, if you like you're behind, if you're not now.
Yep.
Because we're.
Yep.
But
do it all. But try not to do it all at the same time. But do it all. When you have time, do something about it. If you can find a beat online and record and upload it on your stories and keep it on your highlights where you've written vocals, you've done it, you've put it there. Someone will find it one day. Design, put it on your highlights. Because Instagram and all those things now, it's our portfolios. It's literally our portfolios. So sometimes I literally have people reaching out to me because of my highlights. Time my Instagram feed is not even saying I've done this in my highlights, just my highlights, where I just go and I say what and I put things. Do you understand? Yesterday I was having a chat with someone. I think if I get home I'll get her VN now. Yo, I swear that girl is my number one fan. We've never met. I love Instagram sisters. Those people you've never met, but they are here to support you. She literally reminded me yesterday. She said I followed you since you were doing your covers. Something went ding-a-ling-a-ling. That was 2021. That was me in Jubilee recording. Yep, I did a cover. She was like, I followed you. And then I saw this thing, you putting out music. I was like, huh? But I was like, okay, it makes sense though, because you did soul covers. She knows that. And my mind wasn't even there. When I do music, I don't think about Gugu from 2021 who used to do soul covers. But to know that I have a fan base, not because of the music I'm doing now, but because of the things I did then.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Do it. Put it out somewhere. Store it. Come back every now and then, dabble. I think you'll never be able to do one thing and say, I'm done with it, or be able to do it all together and say, I can do it. But if you get those opportunities, be grateful, pray for the strength to do it all at the same time, because sometimes you can, but sometimes it will overwhelm you. Sometimes you can't. Be honest with yourself. Sustainability comes when you know what you want and how much you can take on. You will be able to sustain when you know your strengths and your weaknesses. Yeah.
You feel us a game.
So again, sure. You never fun? Okay, great.
One more time, you know that guy.
One never fun.
And then she'll not stop. Aspire your fun and say, we are.
Yes.
Anyway, so this is called the sentence game. So basically building a sentence, word of the day at the end of the episode.
Yes.
So I'm going to start the sentence and say the industry is, you give a word, I give a word, you give a word, I give a word until the time is up, or until we feel like we don't have any more words to give.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Ready.
Like maybe if you want to give a word to like but it's fine.
Okay. You want to exploit me? It's fine. Yes.
Italian, yes.
Yes.
The industry is
interesting.
However,
it is
one word.
It's however
Not
for
everyone.
But
You
can
do
a
lot
with
what
you
have
been
given
trust
the
process
because
the
end
results
will
always
speak
for
you.
sure.
That was nice. I don't know, but I think it makes sense.
Somewhere. Sure.
Sure.
Oh, I felt like Sotuko. I don't do well with Sotuko, guys.
Can't play Sotuko.
Same.
Oh. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
Sure.
So now the word of the day is the industry is interesting. However, it's not for everyone. But you can do a lot with what you have been given. Trust the process because the end results will always speak for you.
Oh.
Thank you. That was so
That's beautiful.
okay. Before we end,
That's beautiful.
That was
That's beautiful.
What can we expect from you?
Sure. All right. I'm opening a franchise next to KFC there. We are selling Ntombenhle. Check. I'm joking. A lot of the music we've been recording. The music, it's there. It's waiting to be released. We're pushing. Now is going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. It's already playing in the radios. Open your radios, please. Listen to your radios, please. Learn my radio, guys. That's what the music is. A lot of the music, I am trying my best to get into my creative director bag. A lot of visuals are coming up. It might not be music related. It might be aesthetically, visually, fine arts related. I'm really trying to reclaim a lot of my power within that, because when you're doing things for max and you lose the passion,
you just like
submit. So now I'm trying to reclaim that, and we're pushing a lot of that. But for now, I won't lie, my focus is really on the music. The music, yes, we are about to do film studies. So yeah. We are still honing our skills before we go and say, pooh, here's the world. So, yeah, I think expect a lot of the music from me from now, but a bit of every this and that, because I am a multidisciplinary artist at the end of the day. That multipleness will never die. I will always be doing something, somewhere, with someone, somehow. I will just be there. Expect me everywhere. Like Tyler said, I'll be everywhere. We multiply.
Okay, guys, we've come to the end of our episode. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to our beautiful, lovely guest, Ntombenhle. Be sure to stream. Radio. Thank you guys.
Siyabonga.
Comment, subscribe,
and share.